fire has razed some shops at the Kumasi Asafo Market a day after another fire gutted some part of the Kumasi Central Market. And Benjamin Edu has the rest of the story.
Not a good news here in Kumasi at all. In less than 72 hours, I mean in less than 3 days, we have recorded 3 fire outbreaks in 2 markets. People have lost their entire livelihood in this inferno. Over 200 of the shops have now turned into ashes. On Friday evening, part of the Kumasi Central Market was razed down by fire. Just yesterday, part of the Asafo Market was also affected by the fire outbreak. And just this evening, we are also witnessing another part of the market being gutted by fire. We've seen a number of traders trying to salvage some of their belongings. Some too were looking helpless because they've lost their entire livelihood. But the worrying situation here is that even though the firefighters are doing all that they can to douse the fire, access to the market is a challenge to them. They are unable to bring their vehicle inside the market to effectively fight the fire. So what they have done is that they've left their vehicle outside the market and they are pushing the pump where the fire is blazing to enable them quench the fire.
Unfortunately, the first 2 are under investigation. Just this evening too, within the second place, it has also gone up. But we can't put our hand on anything, though we are seeing other things. To be honest with you, we've intensified fire education that we don't expect these things to happen 3 times in succession.
One thing that we observed that was worrying is accessibility to the place. How challenging was this towards fighting the fire?
Master, because of the tables that were, so you realize that all the fire engines are outside the market and we are fighting from inside. And you know the worst aspect of it. When we pull the hoses around the tables, they burst our hoses. So Ken has to talk to us, we brought about 10 more hoses to support the best ones. Because once the tables are there, as you try to pull the fire, then they burst. So it's a challenge. But when we are fighting fire, we don't look at challenges. We solve them and make sure that we bring the inferno down. Then we look at the next thing. So that's what we are currently doing now.
But what would you recommend in our market? Because this is not the only market that has challenged with regards to accessibility.
We believe it's an education for all of us, that we should allow rows in the market so we can have access. Now everybody is trying to blame somebody. Then we don't have to blame, wait for the 11th hour before we blame. But what we need to do is that as the rows and columns or the roads are there, we should not put our tables and things there just to sell. Money is not everything. Our lives is more important than money.
I have to be very blunt. It is not just an accident that we are witnessing those fires. It started with the Central Market, which we all thought that it was maybe an accident. That is why the fire has happened. Yesterday too, a fire took place, and today. But now looking at the occurrences of it, everything is clear that it is an arson. People are behind it. So from here, I'm going to report to the regional minister, who is the head of the RESEC, that a team must be deployed immediately, that henceforth we have to send security guards to be monitoring our market day in and day out. And from 6 o'clock going, everybody should leave the market until further notice. I'm sending the warning to all those who are perpetuating this fire. We are not going to tolerate them. We are not going to tolerate them. When we are all planning to develop the kingdom and to develop the city, it has now become clear that we have saboteurs, people who want to sabotage the effort of the government.
One thing we also observed was that the fire personnel had a difficult task in accessing the markets.
All these markets are old markets, which we know there has been a lot of encroachment. That is the reason why the past governments and our government have put up the effort of getting Kumasi a modernized market. So there is no need for traders to be putting up structures to block roads. If you block road, if you block access roads, it means that you are preventing the fire service to move in when there's an eventuality. Now look at the way they struggle in getting access to the place.
That was the Kumasi Mayor, Osei Esibe. He is saying that this is not an accident, but a suspected arson. So henceforth, they will be deploying security men to patrol the market. And from 6 p.m., everybody must leave the market until further notice. Ibrahim Abubakar, TV3, Kumasi.